Question is, will the House agree to the bill? On that question, the Speaker recognizes the gentleman from Somerset County, Mr. Metzgar, who calls up Amendment A477, which the clerk will read.
This amendment, A477.
Question is, will the House agree to the amendment? On that question, the Speaker recognizes the gentleman from Somerset County, Mr. Metzgar.
Mr. Speaker, much like my colleague from Bucks County, I recognize that some of our D-licensees don't want to gamble on whether their license will be worth more or less based on what we are doing today, and some just simply want to leave. And if you believe that their license will be worth even more, it's a great buy from the Commonwealth standpoint. And if you believe that it's worth less and you want to help those D-licensees, this is an opportunity to do that. The formula is somewhat different than my colleague from Bucks County. The formula we have in this case is the average of the past 3 years of gross sales, and then that average is then divided in half. And that derives the number to which we will buy it back, and then the Commonwealth will sell it at auction to the general public after the expiration of the year. I urge your support and thank you.
Question is, will the House agree to the amendment? On that question, the Speaker recognizes the gentleman from Lancaster County, Mr. Sturla.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, will the gentleman rise for a brief interrogation?
Gentleman indicates he'll stand for interrogation. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, do you know what the total gross receipts are for beer distributors in the state of Pennsylvania?
I do not.
So just to pick a number out of the air, if it's $10 billion, we could be on the hook for $5 billion here. Is that correct?
I don't pick numbers out of the air.
Pardon?
I don't pick numbers out of the air, sir.
Okay. Do you have a number as to how much this might cost?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Question is, will the House agree to the amendment? On that question, the Speaker recognizes the gentleman from Allegheny County, Mr. Paul Costa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Like the previous speaker, I have concerns about the fiscal impact, and according to the fiscal note prepared by the the Republican House Appropriations Committee, the adoption of this amendment may adversely affect the state store funds to the extent that the PLCB purchases license for a price greater than it is able to auction them to other interested parties. That says enough for me. There's an uncertainty and it could be a negative impact. So for that reason, I would ask our members to please vote no.
Question is, will the House agree to the amendment? On that question, the Speaker recognizes the gentleman from Philadelphia County, Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Speaker, we fully expect that the value of a license would increase substantially across the Commonwealth. But in the event that that does not happen, they try to sell it, they cannot. This particular amendment provides a fallback position for that licensee, and I would urge its adoption.
Question is, will the House agree to the amendment? Those in favor of the amendment will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The members will proceed to vote. Have all the members voted? 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 Clerk will record the vote. On the amendment, the yeas are 92, the nays 107. The amendment fails.